This is the power of God. The disciples were sitting there to wait on him. And it came. And then they began to speak with other tongues. It didn't say unknown. What nothing done that wasn't known that day. As the Spirit of God gave them utterance. So God was talking to every nation that was there. Somebody in that crowd was speaking in a tongue where those that didn't speak Hebrew, Greek, or Latin could understand what was happening on the day of Pentecost. So Pentecost took on a new meaning. It means the Holy Ghost movement now. Now when this was noise abroad, the multitude came together. Folk would come to see, won't they? You make enough noise and folk will show up. And listen at this. And were confounded because, listen, that every man heard them speak in his own language. Wasn't none of that. It was clear and concise to everybody so they would understand what was happening on the day of Pentecost. That's why a lot of churches are confused about speaking in an unknown tongue, what it means, and these things like that. On the day of Pentecost, they weren't speaking in unknown tongues. The proof was that they were speaking in tongues and uttering that which was understandable. And a lot of people don't believe you got the Holy Ghost until you speak in some other tongue. Now I'm getting controversial. You can receive the Holy Ghost and speak, Lord, thank you for filling me with your Holy Ghost. Speaking in an unknown tongue is for unbelievers anyway. Yes, sir. So that they will believe. Y'all getting quiet on that. So, God has always used some man, some woman. A lot of times when God got something for a special person to do, he'll find a person that's whacked out. He'll get an impossible man or an impossible woman and break them down and then rebuild them. You don't believe me? He took Paul of Tarsus, Saul of Tarsus, who was persecuting the church. He was still doing a job for the devil when God got him. When God knocked him off his feet, he took that impossible man and broke him down. Took his eyesight away. And then told him to go down on Straight Street and sent Ananias, the very persons he was chasing and trying to kill, sent him and said, Saul of Tarsus, I want you to go down to him. And he went to explain to God, have you heard about this man? And God told him, said, behold, he prays now. God broke Saul down. And that's what he'll do. He'll take a man or a woman that's this all about themselves, into themselves, into everything with God. And then when God finishes, he's a vessel to be used in God's hand. When God releases his power, and he released it on the day of Pentecost. Because before, it couldn't stay on the man. It would move on and then move on. Because the hearts wasn't right. So God said, I got to fix this thing. So last week, that's why we celebrated the resurrection. That's the only sacrifice that God would accept so that the Holy Ghost could come upon me and stay there. Everybody got that understanding? When God releases his power, a 12-year-old boy only a slingshot.